By the way, if you just tuned in, you're listening to KLEAN Radio Live. We do have a call. Let's go to Ileane in Norwalk. Welcome to KLEAN Radio, Ileane.
Oh, thank you.
Is it Ileane or Ellen? It's Ileane.
Hi, Ileane.
Hi.
How are you tonight? So you need advice to give your. Why don't you just tell us?
What advice do you have for the mother? I'm a mother of an alcoholic, marijuana addict.
Right.
And I just want, from a lot of the stories that I hear how it sounds like the one person that's in your studio had to hit a rock bottom in order to finally get sober. And I felt like my daughter has hit a couple of rock bottoms, and it doesn't seem to ever cause her to finally get help for herself. And what kind of advice do you have for me, a mother?
Well, that's actually
how to just kind of.
That's actually a great question, and all of us in the studio are actually sober. I got sober at 22. One of the things I recommend that I often say, because my parents found help for themselves. They found a program called Al-Anon, and what was amazing about Al-Anon was, even though I was getting sicker with my alcoholism, my parents were getting better. So the things that I used to hold them hostage with, you know, I used to joke. I mean, this is a true story. I used to lie to my parents to tell them it cost $10 to go to AA meetings. And thank God they went to Al-Anon and they found out that wasn't the truth. And my parents started getting better, so the games I would play, trying to hold them hostage, if you don't do this or you don't do that, started to work. So my parents would say to me, listen, we're not going to bail you out of every situation, but if you ever do want help, and this is the thing I often say to people, I'm not about tough love. We're at KLEAN, we're about loving people back to health. We're also about, so if no matter when I called my dad up and I said I needed help, my father would say, you could get help now. He wouldn't send me money. He wouldn't play any of those games with me, but I was always able to get help. Chris, you have anything you...
Well, it's funny. I had a similar experience, too. My parents both found Al-Anon, and by the time they caught wind of what I was doing, they had been in that program for several years. And at the time, I thought they were monsters for changing the locks on the house and kicking me out. But it was the most loving thing they could have done, only because they stopped helping me kill myself. It's like that expression, like, I love you to death.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the more a family member tries to help and does what they think is right, it can really be toxic.
Yeah.
Ileane, how old is your daughter?
She's 21.
Yeah, you know, my mom, I'm grateful. My mom didn't find Al-Anon. I'm so grateful she didn't find it before I got sober. I'm so grateful she found it now that I am sober and in treatment when I went. But, you know, if it wasn't for, you know, honestly, I believe in prayer. And I also believe that my mom and a girlfriend of mine gave me no more options and said, you know, this is where you're going to go to treatment. And if it wasn't for Brandy and my mom, I don't know if I would have continued. I would have been alive today. I think that it's all different things that leads us, but like I got tough love, and I'm grateful for the tough love that I got. I'm also grateful for the tender, loving care I got too from other people.
And remember, you know, listen, Ileane, I wish there was a perfect answer for you. I wish I could get over the phone right now and say everything is going to be great. But in the end of the day, you're the one that you have to take care of yourself. And, you know, it's like I always say that to people, even in my own life, in my own relationships, I have to clean my side of the street. And when my side of the street is clean, not that it doesn't matter, but other issues could be going on, but I'm dealing with it. And you shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to do this by yourself.
Unfortunately, you're in the disease with your daughter.
Right. Sorry, Ileane?
I have found Al-Anon.
Yes.
I have, and I'm new in it. But I guess the thing that's so hard for me as a mother, every fiber of your being wants to go and rescue your kid. But I'm hearing all these stories that the best way I can rescue her is to kind of love her from afar and wait till she hits rock bottom. But as a mother, it's almost like you have to go against every fiber of your being to cause that to happen.
And I think you're their mom. And Ileane, listen, where is Norwalk, by the way?
It's a 605.
Oh, sorry.
Too far from, it's like in the L.A. County.
Okay. Listen, this is a really, I feel horrible about your situation. I really do. We're going to have to let you go, Ileane, but listen, stay on the line. We're going to give you the number for KLEAN. We'll give you anything we could do to help you out, you and your daughter out. It's totally free call. And to get the advice that you need. And I pray for, we have 3 people in the studio tonight that are sober, bits of periods of time. So if that, I hope, gives you some sort of hope tonight, Ileane.
It does. It does.
Thank you so much for the call.
Appreciate your show.
Good night.
Thank you. And hopefully, Ileane, call us back. If you just tuned in, you're listening to KLEAN Radio Live. We got to go to break, so we have a couple calls that we'll take right after the break. I promise. The discussion continues at KLEANradio.com.